evening, everyone. It's 6:45 and I'm sitting here taking in some rather warm last rays of the sun. But I'm up on the rooftop terrace of my neighbour's house. Let me get up and show you. Oh, that sun's glary actually. So look where I am. Right up on the roof, on top of the terracotta tiles, above the roof line, and there's the view out to the hills. Sorry if I'm pointing straight to the sun. And literally over this side, if I walk this way, it's a little bit hard to see, and I don't want to drop the phone, but you'll be able to see my house's roof just there. So that's my satellite dish just there, and bedroom's under there. So one day we're hoping that we can also make a rooftop terrace to have a vista out this way and out into the distance. So there you go. Another new experience, which is really lovely. It's so warm. God, what an absolute sun trap. But very, very nice. I can even sit up here in a swimming costume and get some real rays of sun without anyone seeing me, which kind of suits me because I'm quite shy. So I may very well do that, I think. Just another view from this lovely rooftop. I'm looking straight at San Donato at the bell tower and out to all the hills over the rooftops. Isn't that wonderful? Amore, it's all Fabio's fault. Look what he made me do. He made me eat a gelato with dark chocolate while I watch Rome versus Sevilla. It's just not fair, but I'm going to eat it anyway. Hello everyone, it's Saturday afternoon and we are, when I say we, I'm here with the lovely Carolyn. Sorry Carol, I'm saying we and I forgot. Carol and I decided to go on a bus trip to Casciana Terme, which is one of the kind of neighbouring villages. It was meant to be a lovely sunny afternoon. Now I don't know if you can all see that, and the bus driver is yelling at the moment. There's the church. Can you see that terribly grey, rainy sky? We've both got raincoats on. It is teeming, and I'm going to stop for a second because the bus driver's yelling on the phone. Right, it's a little bit quieter now because the other conversations are finished. We are going towards a little bit of light in the sky, so we're keeping our spirits up. And you can see a little bit more countryside now instead of just grey clouds. But anyway, I was just saying before, we were headed to Casciana Terme because it's a spa town that has been there forever, obviously, but a contessa in the 1100s ordered the people of the village to build these baths because she saw a bird, a blackbird I think it was, that was swimming in the waters, and the blackbird had always looked so much happier after it had been for a swim. It was full of beans, so to speak. Big turn here, whoops. So she started to swim in the waters and all her aches and pains disappeared. And that's how they realised it was therapeutic waters. And today you can go there for medical reasons. You can even get prescriptions, in fact, to go and see doctors there and nurses that will help you with your cures. And the waters are particularly very, very good for vein issues, circulatory issues, exceptionally good for that kind of thing, which is something I suffer from. And I know Carolyn's back isn't that happy at the moment because she's been doing a hell of a lot of work. You were, is it fine today, darling? Last night you jumped out of that chair and you went, ooh, and I thought, I bet you would, I was thinking, I bet she'll be, well, regardless, you'll be feeling 1,000 times better like the Contessa when you jump out of this water. And I'm hoping all the silly, I get these funny things in my feet and legs, and because I've had sort of thrombosis type problems before, I'm thinking this will be great for my veins. So I'm really looking forward to it. Oh, I just realised I could see myself up in that mirror. There you go. So anyway, that's where we're off to. And now there's a little bit of countryside out there, and I hope you've been able to hear me over the noise of the bus. But we're out in the country now, and we won't be too far from our destination, hopefully. So we'll see when we get to the spa. We hopped off the bus and we're in the centre of Casciana Terme. We have to find where the actual terme are. Of course, all the shops are closed, but there's some really pretty looking shops we've just noticed. That's an arboristeria, so that's a herbalist. So someone that makes things out of herbs and teas and things like that. A lovely old albergo over there. I'm right next to a church here, which... oh, I can't see the name, but this is Piazza Garibaldi. You can see another beautiful hotel over there, Albergo Stella. You have to remember, Casciana Terme, in its heyday, was a very important, yes, it's beautiful, very, very important, this is pretty, Emporio, what does it say? Maritolini, I think. Lovely fabrics and cushions and curtains and things. It was a very important spa town, very, very important. So therefore, oh, there are the terme. That's it, Carolyn. That's the opening of it over there, where the lovely cafe is. Excellent, we're in the right spot. So, yeah, we're right here. Oh dear, did you hear that? Oh dear. Don't stand under the trees, Carolyn, while there's lightning. We might go and jump in a cafe to get out of the lightning. But yes, we haven't got the best of weather, unfortunately, this afternoon, but I'm just trying to capture whatever I can for you all. Carolyn's just taking a photograph of a lovely thing here that says June 1897. I'm not sure who that is, that statue. But we need to get over to this spa, I think, so that we can get out of the rain. Maybe we can stop and have a coffee, because they're not going to, I don't think, they've got a lovely indoor area, and I don't know that they're going to let us actually in while it's like this into the spa. They don't tend to let you, obviously, while there's a storm outside. So let's just get in there. But oh, this lovely tables, lovely albergo. Let's see what this is like. So, Carolyn, is this room up to your standing, my sweet? I think we're okay. We're going to slum it and have a coffee while we're waiting for the pools to open, because while there is thunder and lightning, they cannot allow you to go into the actual thermal springs for obviously reasons. And I'm just showing you these stunning ceilings and this chandelier, which is magnificent, absolutely magnificent. Let me zoom in for you. How is that for a wonderful, and it's quite Art Deco. Look at these beautiful Art Deco style lamps on the walls here as well. And then that's looking out into that beautiful square where we walked in under the rain. So you have an outdoor area as well, but we're just going to wait a little while until this hopefully passes by, and then we can go and get into those beautiful therapeutic pools. Quite impressed by the red carpet staircase and these really soaring ceilings. It's a really beautiful old building. I think this dates back to the 1700s by memory, but I could be wrong. But let's go on back into the spa now, and hopefully, whoops, we can join in with the pool now, get into the pool. Let's hope that they're happy to let us in this time. So we are now within this external pool area. This is all therapeutic waters, and you can see there's people getting pounded and massaged in the water. And whoops, it's just going by. We have to put, you'll see everyone's wearing something on their heads, so you have to have something to not have hair go into the pool. And we're very fortunate that the sky seems to have lifted, so that's great. And we'll be getting in shortly. So we're just about to get in the water. Are you looking forward to this?
Yeah, I'm not sure about all this pounding.
Carolyn's not sure about the pounding. She doesn't want to be pounded by the water. So I think we'll just be doing some nice relaxation things. And I'm just happy to see whether it makes my legs and everything feel better. It'll be interesting to see what it does. But it'll just be lovely to be in a pool anyway. Nice warm pool. So off we go. Not particularly the look I was going for. But this is the look we have to wear to be able to get into the spa water, so let's go. Well, that was a wonderful experience. Luxuriated and kicked water and being pounded and being massaged, and it's been wonderful in about 38-degree water, I think it was. It actually feels cold when you get out, even though it's beautiful. And look at this weather. I'm standing in the sun now. That's the official entrance to the spa just there. You can get us up. So we walked the other way around, but really wonderful. And now we've got this awesome afternoon, so we're just having a little walk around the heart of Casciana. Sorry, I had the phone up right in my face, didn't I? Beg your pardon. So I'll turn around and show you around a little bit, but it's very, very pretty buildings. Oh gosh, now that we've got a little glimpse of some lovely blue sky, I just wanted to show you this beautiful, so this was the front where we walked in before under the rain. Opposite you have this lovely church and bell tower, some really lovely cafes outside the Albergo Stella, which is lovely. And someone just told us that restaurant that we were trying to find is literally down here off the square. He said it's called La Pescheria. So it must be here somewhere. We might just walk down the street here and see if we can find it. Oh, look at this, Carolyn. Did you see through there? The little restaurant with all the decorations on the walls and things? That looks like it'd be sweet in the evening, doesn't it? How lovely is that? No, this is really pretty. I'm very impressed. I didn't know Casciana was such a pretty place. And I just said to Carolyn, not everybody's into hillside or hilltop towns where here it is. Antica Pescheria Sassetti. So there you go. The best fish restaurant in all of Tuscany, people tell me. Don't know if that's true or not, but evidently it's fantastic. And they also sell things here, I think, out of the store part of it. So we'll have to come back here to eat one evening for sure. Right, so we found our fish restaurant for another time and open most nights, which is great. This is El Bar Olio. So that's obviously a pretty plant store here, which looks really lovely. And then we did see some other lovely, pretty little stores down there. We might walk just a little bit further down because we do have time. So before we catch our bus.
Ascolta, il cioccolato sta facendo ora.
Ah, qual è quello?
Questo è il latte però.
Ah, ma è sempre cioccolato?
Sì, però a fondente sta facendo ora.
Ah, sta facendo ora.
Posso domandare quanto c'è tempo? Sì,
io mango sacciottella, that looks wonderful. Ma prendo il cioccolato lo stesso, dai.
Il pane va bene?
Sì. We are being very naughty. But we've been swimming for hours. Swimming and kicking, and now abbiamo fatto 3 ore nella piscina, quindi ci vuole il gelato. Ecco. Grazie signora.
Grazie.
We are so happy that we ended up just walking some back streets here in Casciana Terme, because we're coming across these sweet little courtyards and piazzas. This is actually the Piazza del Vecchio Mercato, so where they used to hold the market. And when I get around to the other side, you'll see that there's a beautiful entranceway, but the kiddies here, there's some young scouts and they've been playing games here in the square. But can you imagine how pretty this is in the evening, lit up with, there's a pizza place there, there's a couple of little restaurants and food places here. It must be lovely on a summer's evening when it's full of people. And I love all these big old stone tables and things, and the mixture. There's a little fountain there in the centre. You can see that the old tables would have been the tables used by the market holders. They would have had permanent things set up there like many cities in Europe where I've been, and they've had like fish seller markets and things where they had the permanent tables just set up. That's a pretty, oh, there you go. So that's l'Osteria del Mercato Vecchio. So there's another little place there, and there go the lovely bells tolling. How pretty. And I'll just come around and show you some of these lovely artworks on the walls. It's playing Ave Maria. I love when it does that. Chianni does that as well. There we go, the lovely little square. And then we have some lovely local. There you go. That's exactly what I was saying. There's an old depiction of what it would have looked like with the little permanent tables and their little striped covers to keep them shady and under the trees selling their wares. How sweet. So that would have been really how it looked, you know, a couple of hundred years ago. And there's someone trying to drive in here. Didn't know you could, but obviously you can. And look at this gateway coming in here. It's just beautiful. There's another artwork there. And then back out onto the street that we actually walked off. I'll go out the front and turn around to show you. Lovely bells. I suppose that's the church just up on the square where we were before. And there we go. Now I don't know, it's beautiful, lovely gates. I can't see if you can see this beautiful forged, there we go, I think you can see that beautiful forged iron. Piazza del Vecchio Mercato. How sweet is that? Carolyn's saying to me, I've got to take a photo of this building. I don't blame her. Aren't they beautiful? They're just so elegant. And look at all these beautiful pots with rambling roses. Look at these rambling roses. What a lovely colour this one is. Let me get up close because I know with the light. How pretty is that? And then you've got bougainvillea in the next pot. Isn't that lovely? Gives me more ideas for outside my place, although I'm probably running out of room. I don't have a big wide building like this one. That's a sweet little pink rose. We can just keep on dreaming, can't we? Oh, and look at this now with this blue sky. Do you remember when we arrived this afternoon? I was under an umbrella. It was pouring down and there was actually lightning striking. And I said to Carolyn, don't get under one of those trees, Carolyn. We might get struck by lightning. And now look at this. And this must be so pretty at night because they've got all these lovely, the big size fairy lights, I call them, strung across this corner here. So how pretty would that be? Oh, that's a lovely gateway into that building as well, isn't it? I don't know if you can even hear me talking over the sound of all these wonderful bells, but Carolyn just said to me going into that shop, do not let me buy anything. Oh. I nearly got run over. Do not let me buy anything. And look at what's happened here. There's two rather large shopping bags on the ground there. But you only live once, as far as I know. And even if you do live several times, we're just making the most of this one, aren't we, Carolyn? Yes, that's the way to go. saw this sign and I was trying to poke. Oh, Carolyn's found a pokey hole. I was trying to have a look because it looked like some amazing ruin back there. I don't know if you can see with my camera, with a big land in the middle of Casciana, and I thought, oh, I bet that's a nice project for someone.